Well, hello everybody, this is Salty Walty, and we have a match in the goof. I've been having a lot more fun with the goof lately, and I don't know why. I kind of got it stacked straight for just damage, like damage for days. And I'm hitting Gundams and stuff for like 2400 damage, and it's stupid. Like, uh, like this is first grader kid kind of stupid. No offense to the first graders watching my shit. Uh, but I do some pretty stupid shit in the goof anyway. Uh, the goof is a raid type, and this guy manages to hit my shield every time. And my shield just like, nah, fam, too tanky for you. And I know the goof is a very fun suit. I do prefer this over the what do you call it? Goof Custom, to be honest, just for the fact this thing hits way harder in melee. You'll notice I don't actually tend to use the 5-finger machine gun. It's kind of pointless unless you're mopping somebody up. If like he's running away and he has like no health, then you use the 5-finger machine gun. Otherwise, I'm just gonna run around with the heat whip or the sword out just so I can just use, have it at the ready. Because, I mean, to be honest, there's actually no use. I don't find any use out of the machine gun. Look at that downswing. The fact that this suit can do that is just so happy. I remember before the suit got released, I'm like, oh boy, I can't wait for the, yeah, fuck you. I hope the goof kind of gets the same abilities it had in Zeonic Front, or not Zeonic Front, but Federation vs. Zeon, where it could swing its whip in different directions and stuff, and boy howdy did they deliver. They gave me my wish, and I'm so happy about that. Just the only other change I would make to the goof in the game, ooh, nice heat whip at him, it would be to change the position of the sword when it's stowed, is actually put it in the shield like it's supposed to. I was actually doing some research on the goof, and the original goof, or at least Rambaral's goofs, his heat sword wasn't actually a traditional heat sword. Its heat blade actually acted in the form of that memory metal, where that guy is not that smart. Why would you do that? Like, spawn in the middle of everybody. It was actually made out of that memory metal. Like, if how does it really? I'm not too sure. I'm not too great at explaining this type of shit. So, this memory metal it remembers its form when it's heated, but once it's cold, or is it the vice versa? But when it's cold, it can be morphed into something else. But once heated, it'll go back to its original shape. And so I'm assuming they took this memory metal and beat it into a sword shape while it was heated. Yeah? And so when it cools off, or when the suit's done using the heat sword, the blade will actually shrink back into its hilt or whatever. Or that's how they explained it. Because in the original anime, that's kind of how the goof's heat sword worked. Was it kind of acted like a beam saber, as it hid in the hilt of the sword. But once Rambaral would retrieve his sword, it would pop out of the hilt of the sword. So, little fun fact for you guys if you haven't watched the original anime. I don't know how I didn't get the counter, but he did. I'm not too sure about that. Anywho, moving on. Yeah, just the goof looks so ugly without its shield. It's because of that fucking hand. The way that hand looks, I mean, it's terrible. And I last pretty decently long with it. I mean, being no health and that goof really wanting my booty. Merrick's he's like, nah, fam, you gonna die. And we do give him the die. I think he's lagging, that's why. I mean, I hit him on the ground, and his beam naginata started to swing, so I did that just for the reason I knew his beam rifle wasn't charged all the way. And I'm like, all right, that's gonna be the only way I'm gonna survive that. Oh, hey, that knocked us back. Watch him be Laggy McGee here. Boom. He's like, I'm gonna shove the sword up his ass, your ass, and I'm like, I'm not a fan. Oh wow, yeah, he is laggy. He's got a case of teleportitis. Anywho, but yeah, oh, there he went. Disconnected. But yeah, the goof is. I remember back in the day when I originally got into Gundam. The goof was one of my favorite designs, and it was mainly the heat sword. The heat sword is probably one of my favorite pieces of mobile suit equipment or weaponry. It's just, I don't know, something about it just, it's so neat looking. I love it. It's just this big ass metal blade that's heated. I love it. That's such a cool design for a weapon. And it's, the fact that it's just, I don't know, it's just, yeah, the Gundam and pretty much every Federation suit uses beam weaponry. That's boring because all beam sabers look the fucking same. Here's this fucking suit, and you know, you're fighting it, and all of a sudden it's got this huge metal fucking blade, and all of a sudden it starts glowing. You're like, oh fuck, hell no, and that should have hit. And I don't know, just the heat sword is just such a beautiful suit. And Senki, my Dom I would always give my Dom because Dom's played way better in that game than they do in any other game. 2 heat swords because I don't like the heat saber. I just never cared for the heat saber design wise. I always felt it's, I don't know the proper word, but I don't know. It's just, it's just a thin rod. That's all it is. But this sword, the heat sword, oh, it's such a man weapon. I love it. I get so hyped up when I'm talking about the fucking heat sword. It's just a cool weapon. I love it. And I don't know, just like hell, I think I even gave some of my Goofs a couple of Goof custom heat swords. The one thing I have a problem with Senki about, I mean, it was all about like just customizing your own suit to play how you like. The fact that you could not give the Goof Customs Gatling shield to any other suit but the fucking Goof or Goof Custom really just disappointed me. Because I totally want to be a Goof Custom with, not a Goof Custom, but a Gelgoog with the Gatling gun. Gatling gun and a Rakuten bazooka, because that'd be awesome. I don't know, just like, if you see me in any like 1 year war, like if I can get back into art and start drawing my shit, most of my weapons for my suits are going to, melee weapons for my Xeon suits are going to be heat swords, because it's just one of my favorite designs for a melee weapon. Thank you from Eric for stunning that Gelgoog. Chief, my man. That's it for the match. I'm just getting so excited for heat swords. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage, and I hope you guys have a fantastic night. I shall talk to you guys later.